The Faisal Mosque is the national mosque of Pakistan, located in the capital city, Islamabad. It is the fifth largest mosque in the world, the largest mosque outside the Middle East, and the largest within South Asia, located on the foothills of Margalla Hills in Islamabad. It is named after the late King Faisal of Saudi Arabia. The mosque features a contemporary design consisting of 8 sides of concrete shell and is inspired by the design of a typical Bedouin tent. A major tourist attraction in Pakistan, the mosque is a contemporary and influential piece of Islamic architecture. Construction of the mosque began in 1976 after a $28 million grant from Saudi King Faisal, whose name the mosque bears. The unconventional design by Turkish architect Vedat Dalokay was selected after an international competition. Without a typical dome, the mosque is shaped like a Bedouin tent, surrounded by 4 260 feet tall minarets. The design features 8-sided shell-shaped sloping roofs, forming a triangular worship hall, which can hold 10,000 worshippers. Combined, the structure covers an area of 33 acres. The mosque dominates the landscape of Islamabad. It is situated at the north end of Faisal Avenue, putting it at the northernmost end of the city and at the foot of Margalla Hills, the westernmost foothills of the Himalayas. It is located on an elevated area of land against a picturesque backdrop of the national park. Faisal Mosque was the largest mosque in the world from 1986 until 1993, when it was overtaken by the mosques in Saudi Arabia. Faisal Mosque is now the 6th largest mosque in the world in terms of capacity. The impetus for the mosque began in 1966, when King Faisal bin Abdulaziz supported the initiative of the Pakistani government to build a national mosque in Islamabad during an official visit to Pakistan. In 1969, an international competition was held in which architects from 17 countries submitted 43 proposals. The winning design was that of Turkish architect Vedat Dalokay. 46 acres of land were assigned for the project, and the execution was assigned to Pakistani engineers and workers. Construction of the mosque began in 1976 by National Construction Limited of Pakistan, led by Azim Khan, and was funded by the government of Saudi Arabia at a cost of over 130 million Saudi riyals. King Faisal bin Abdulaziz was instrumental in the funding, and both the mosque and the road leading to it were named after him after his assassination in 1975. King Faisal bin Abdulaziz's successor, King Khalid, laid the foundation stone for the mosque in October 1976 and signed the construction agreement in 1978. Basic information about the mosque can be found written on the foundation stone. On the 18th of June 1988, the first prayer was held, although the mosque was completed in 1986. The mosque grounds, along with being a building for prayer, also used to house the International Islamic University some years ago, but has since relocated to a new campus in 2000. Some traditional and conservative Muslims criticized the design at first for its unconventional design and lack of a traditional dome structure. The Faisal Mosque can accommodate about 300,000 worshippers. Each of the mosque's 4 minarets are 79 meters high and measure 10 by 10 meters in circumference. The main areas have the capacity to hold up to 74,000 people in the main areas, including the inner hall and the courtyards. The grounds around the mosque have the capacity to contain up to 200,000 people. I tried to capture the spirit, proportion, and geometry of Kaaba in a purely abstract manner. Imagine the apex of each of the 4 minarets as a scaled explosion of 4 highest corners of Kaaba. Thus, an unseen Kaaba form is bounded by the minarets at the 4 corners in a proportion of height to base. Shah Faisal Mosque is akin to the Holy Kaaba in the designer's imaginative eyes. Now, if you join the apex of each minaret to the base of the minaret diagonally opposite to it, correspondingly, a 4-sided pyramid shall be bound by these lines at the base side within that invisible cube. That lower-level pyramid is treated as a solid body, while 4 minarets with their apex complete the imaginary cube of Kaaba. Instead of using traditional domes, Vedat Dalokay designed an 8-sided main hall that looked like an Arab's Bedouin desert tent. Additionally, he added 4 minarets on all 4 corners of the main hall, which are of 80 meters high, the tallest minarets in South Asia. The main structure of the building is the main prayer hall, which is supported by 4 concrete girders. The 4 unusual minarets are inspired by Turkish architecture. Vedat Dalokay also believed that the design of the masjid represents Kaaba in an abstract manner. Entrance is from the east, where the prayer hall is fronted by a courtyard with porticos. The International Islamic University was housed under the main courtyard, but now has relocated to a new campus. The mosque still houses a library, lecture hall, museum, and cafe. The interior of the main tent-shaped hall is covered in white marble and decorated with mosaics and calligraphy by the famous Pakistani artist Sadiq and a Turkish-style chandelier. The mosaic pattern adorns the west wall and has the kalima written in early Kufic script, repeated in mirror image pattern. The Qibla wall is covered with blue and white calligraphic tiles designed by a Turkish artist, Mengu Ertel. The interior of the mosque uses Turkish and Pakistani-inspired decorations. The mosque takes an unusual route to its design by combining contemporary and classic Islamic architecture. The unique design takes most of its elements from nomadic Bedouin tent, but it still manages to keep in contact with Islamic architecture by using Ottoman-style minarets and square shape form the Kaaba. Located at the foot of the Margala Hills, the location plays a significant role in Faisal Mosque. The mosque is visible from miles away and sits on a higher surface compared to the main city. The mosque faces the city and is backed by green mountain ranges, giving it a scenic view. One of the main highways of Islamabad, Faisal Avenue, leads straight to the mosque, showing the importance of the landmark. The shining white color in comparison to the dark green background makes the mosque stand out and reveal its significance to the city of Islamabad. The Faisal Mosque is described in the book The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. It is frequently referenced in the work of Michael Muhammad Knight, who came to the mosque to study Islam as